Welcome to today's Leadership Hacks. I want to share a few thoughts on becoming the master of our schedules. Our schedules, which involve many things like time management, planning, scheduling, prioritizing, and much more, have a large impact on our effectiveness as leaders. I have found, looking back over my years of leadership and in ministry, there have been times I've had a good handle on my schedule, other times when I totally allowed others to control my schedule, times when I just floated along with a loose or minimal schedule, and other times where just flat out events controlled my schedule. So in today's leadership hack, I'm coming as one who continues to grow and becoming a true master of my schedule. So I'm still working on it. Sometimes I do it better and sometimes not as good. But along my journey, I think I've found and learned from others some tips and some hints on becoming a better master of our schedules. And I want to share some of those today with you. First one, find the times a day that you're most effective and least effective. So think through your days and find those times that you're the most effective or you have the most energy, or the least effective where you have the least amount of energy. Then prioritize the items that are most important to the hours that are the most effective and have the most energy. And then put the least important items to the hours of the day that you are least effective or have the least amount of energy. Next, determine the task you will do on what days of the week. So as you begin to write out your schedule, determine the tasks that you do on what days of the week. Keep in mind the days that you are more effective and the days that you are least effective, and schedule appropriately for that. This will help in determining what tasks go on what days and what times of those days. Next, as you put your schedule together, make sure that you title the segments and put the amount of time allotted to each. Don't forget to put in things like writing, message prep, meetings, busy tasks that you have to do, such as scheduling meetings, handling administrative tasks, and then put in things like lunch, doing that as well. Consider scheduling a power nap if that works for you, or a walk that might work for you during every day. Prioritize that and schedule it in. Put it in your schedule. Slot that time in. I encourage you to title a segment, "Oh No." Title a segment of, "Oh No." This is for that knock on the door that you weren't expecting, that you have to take time for, or that unexpected event or that unexpected situation that comes up with one of your leaders or one of the ministries. On the days you don't have the "oh no," in other words, you schedule it in there every day, but if you don't have an "oh no" that day, you can allocate that time to some of the other areas of your schedule, so that'll help you be more effective. Finally, make sure your staff has a copy of your schedule. Make sure your staff has a copy of your schedule so they know what you're doing, so they will not just casually interrupt a time, but they could schedule times with you to meet. Ecclesiastes 3 reminds us that there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven. That being the case, all of us have enough time for achieving what we are called to do. Let me say that. If there's a season and a time for everything, that means for us as leaders that there's enough time for achieving what we are called to do. It is the management of our time that we must grab a hold of, because a lot of times we just allow other things to take control of that. So we need to manage our time. We need to get a hold of that, and that's why we need to make a schedule. So let's keep developing how we use our time and how we manage our time. It'll make us more effective. It'll keep us more healthy. It'll help us be more flexible and open so that we don't get angry quick, that we don't become upset quick. So these things will help us if we grab a hold of our time. So I want to encourage you in that. And just simple things today, as just these leadership hacks are just for simple things that maybe we'll have a aha, something that we forgot. Aha, okay, this will help me in my scheduling. Thank you so much for being with us today. I'll see you next week.